Do heavens feel? How does it feel? Rin leaves. Rin leaves? I shouldn't even need to think twice about it. I'm novice and Tosaka is at full potential as a master and a magus. Why does Rin leave? She didn't leave it the first route. And this is like the first route, right? I think it's going in the same direction, other than me talking to Sakura. Considering the events yesterday, it'd be smart to join up with Tosaka. Alias Seville. I touch my stomach, the place I got cut. It's wrapped in bandages, and touching it sends waves of pain and nausea through me. It's only natural. I wasn't just cut, I was almost split in half. Thanks to Tosaka and Saber, I'm still alive, but as long as Berserker's after me, I'm a dead man. For some reason, lingers in the back of my mind. The black giant called Berserker, the girl in white accompanied by the strongest servant, the innocent, whimsical, and cruel girl Ilias Seville von Ensburn. That's the name Shinji's grandfather said. Emyukun? I want to hear your response. Oh, I'm sorry, I was thinking about that Ilya girl. Joining up with you means we'll be fighting her, right? Yes, she's ready to fight, so we just need to retaliate. We need to defeat all the bastards anyway. If she wants to kill us, we should do likewise. I disagree. Tosaka's mind is made up. Oh, this is why Tosaka leaves. You chase her out, okay. In Tosaka's mind, that girl is just an enemy that must be defeated, but... I know there's something wrong with me for thinking this, but I don't want to fight her. Yeah, I get it. Emya-kun, I hope this isn't the case, but don't tell me her looks are deceiving you. She glares at me. Definitely. She's sharp. I didn't realize it, but my hesitation seems proof that I was being deceived. She is Berserker's master. She has such a strong servant. She must be a powerful magus. I shouldn't focus too much on her outer appearance. But I shouldn't, but I'm sorry, Tosaka. I'm glad you're worried about me, but I can't give you the response you want. This is a serious matter, you know. I feel I shouldn't rush to a decision. I look directly back at her and answer. Tosaka narrows her eyes a bit and nods emotionlessly. The negotiations have failed. Well, you have a point too. If you don't want to win, you can't trust anyone. That's not it. I trust you, Tosaka. It's just that I can't decide on my own. If I'm Saber's master, I can't make her promise without her consent. I see. That's true. You're a master now. Giving a nod of understanding, Tosaka turns away. She strides to the door, her hair fluttering behind her, but just before leaving the girl, who could have been my ally, gives me one last look and... Goodbye. We'll be enemies the next time we meet. Bye, Tosaka. Like the girl Ilya, she leaves a cold warning. Indeed. Let's go to Ilya Seville's mansion, which I don't know the location of. Master, I have simplified things, but that is all the explanation I can give you. Okay, it was quick, but I get it now. Sorry, Saber. You should not be sorry. If you understand the situation, you should be deciding on a plan and action. She leans forward expectantly. I see. Saber is the same type as Tosaka, attack first. That's good in its own way, but I can't decide what to do when I don't know what we should be doing. Is this day gonna end quickly? We should wait and see, but we can't afford to do that. I don't know anything about the other masters. I'm curious about the Ilya girl. We should be going out in search of the masters, but... maybe for like this day and the next one there may be a couple skips. I think it's dangerous to wander around aimlessly. Damn. Maybe I should have cooperated with Osaka. No. Ilya, what about Berserker's master Shiro? Oh no, I'm just wondering why she's after us. And that wasn't the first time I met her. I met her once before and I've heard the name Ensburn before as well. Then, after hearing the name Ensburn, Saber gives me a hard look. Saber, do you know the name Ensburn? Yes, I do. Let me ask you instead, do you not know of the name? Well, I've only heard of it. Unrelated guy asked me how the Ensburn girl was doing before I even met her. I see then you have not heard anything. Saber closes her eyes and ponders. This must be fate. You should go to the church if you would like to know about the Ensburn family. The priest should be able to answer your questions and guide you to the path you must take. The church? You mean the church we went to yesterday? But he told us we shouldn't go back there unless I want to revoke my command spell. He must have said that for expectancy's sake. That rule is only part of the face he puts up with his association. If It has no power if you're not part of the association. That is certainly true. Stuck belongs to the Magic Association, but we don't. We wouldn't get anything for following their orders, so we can ignore them. Do you understand? That place may be a last resort for you, but but are under no obligation to follow their orders. You're right, but I still want to avoid that place, and I don't think I should go see that priest too much. Kotimi Kiri, that priest feels strange. It's not that I feel enmity or danger. I must not see that man. I'm scared because I might crumble in front of him. I understand how you feel. I do not want to have business with him if I can help it. She declares this with a straight face. That's unexpected. Many of the heroic spirits would have difficulty dealing with human beings, and most of all, it's still half. I know I don't like him, but why don't you? You haven't even met him, right? Saber hesitates. After frowning, she lifts up her face as if to shake off her hesitation. He took part in the last Holy Grail War. I don't know which servant he had, but Kirisugu always took him seriously. Huh? I know that, but what did she just say? Saber, why do you know my father's name? I was Kirisugu's servant. Emir Kirisugu was a master in the last Holy Grail War. You're telling me this from the start? He cooperated all the way through to the final fight. During the war, Emir Kirisugu saw the priest as its greatest enemy. He believed that the priest was the only one who could defeat us. Hold on. Then what? My father was a master in the last Holy Grail War, fought alongside Saber and... He's part of the cause of that disaster? You're lying, that can't be true. Then why didn't Kotimi tell me? Why did my father tell me about it? I do not know. I can never understand what Kirisugu was thinking. But I'm sure that the priest did not tell you because you did not ask him. He's a man who will answer if you ask him. He will tell you the truth if you inquire about it. Saber stares at me silently. The meaning of being a master. Her green eyes tell me to go to the church of my own will if I want to know about Emir Kirisugu. Okay, I guess I'm going to the church again. Didn't even have to walk here. I head to the church. Saber must plan to watch over me. She still following me in that outfit. I look up at the church. Even though Saber urged me to come in, I'm still not prepared. I don't feel like going in there to ask the priest about what happened 10 years ago. Master, I turn back to the girl behind me. You're not gonna come in? I shall wait here. Please face the priest yourself. Yeah, you don't come in like the third day either. When you're in your raincoat, I think. I know I came this far, so I won't turn back now. Please do not tell the priest that I was summoned. You should not tell him that the same heroic spirit was summoned twice. Okay, I'll ask him only about Kirisugu. I'll be back quickly, so wait for me here. Very well. Just be careful, Shiro. Call for me if danger approaches. The priest makes me uneasy. I do not know what will happen to you if you let your guard down. I feel the same way, don't worry. I'll escape and call for you if anything happens. Alright, let's hear about Ilya. I take a step onto the stairs, into the church, leaving Saber under the winter sky. Also Kirisugu, I guess, but I already heard about that. I don't see the priest in the chapel. He probably wanted to know me because I'm like Kirisugu's apprentice or whatever, and like Kirisugu's being was the person working for the Ensburns in the last war, and they betrayed him. I mean, he betrayed them. I don't see the priest in the chapel. In this place I see a man sitting in a chair. His hair is golden, he must be a foreigner. Excuse me, is Father Kotimi here? I ask him, not expecting a response. Oh, hello, Gilgamesh. The man slowly gets up. At that instant, all my muscles stiffen up. He walks to me. There's something odd about that simple action. He's walking towards me in a casual manner. That's what he's doing, so why am I getting ready to be killed by this man? Oh. The man raises his arm. It reaches for my neck and stops midway. You are entranced by something unpleasant. He withdraws. Yes, that is only natural. I'm actually the strange one for thinking he was going to kill me. What does this mean? I'm entranced by something unpleasant? What has entranced me? I mean, my will to kill myself. Him took 5 seconds. Sake of another. He was going to kill me just because he was coming closer. Wait, right there. Yeah, it's with Kotamin, right? Indeed, Gilgamesh. He disappears behind the altar. Several minutes pass. I'm surprised. Have you retired after only half a day, Emiyashiro? Kotomi appears to greet me with that annoying tone I remember from last night. That's not it. I came here because I have something I want to ask you. I wouldn't come here for any other reason. Very well. I'm a busy man, so I do not want people to be attached to me. Kotomi withdraws closer, his firm footsteps filling the air. Is this what you would call an invisible pleasure? He has a severe air about him that makes people conscious of their weakness. It must be a good characteristic for priests, but could it also be their greatest fault? What is it? Go ahead, and ask if you have a question. There's no need for greetings between us. He's right. There's no need to be friends with him. I came here to confirm what Saber told me. I should ask him and quickly leave. There's only one thing I need to ask. Why didn't you tell me about it? What did I not tell you? It's about my father. Why didn't you tell me that Emi Kitsuga was a master in the previous Holy Grail War? The guy smiles. He does not seem to feel guilty. This man is genuinely enjoying the fact that Kitsuga's name came out of my mouth. Answer me, it's natural for you to know that if you're the supervisor of the Holy Grail War, so why didn't you tell me about it? Is it not obvious? What good would it do to you to know that your father was a master? Emiya Kirisuga's achievements have nothing to do with you. His disinterested tone shows no opening for a rebuttal. Kotomi's answer isn't wrong. If my father was a great master, it doesn't mean I get any benefit out of it, but no, there is a connection. Did I become a master because I'm Kirisuga's son? I was raised as his son and I studied magic as his apprentice. I became a master just like him. I made a contract with the exact same heroic spirit. There has to be some meaning behind all this. You said I became a master by chance. I would have chosen to fight then. And there, if you told me that Kirisuga was my master, why didn't you tell me about it? That is not your concern. I have never heard of a master type being hereditary, and in any case you are not Kirisuga's son. It is rare for an unpaired person to be chosen as a master. The commands are usually given to someone who knows of the Holy Grail War. I do not know why you were chosen as an exception. Because of my sheath. But then I really don't have any connection with my father. I was chosen to be a master by chance, and my father saved me because he saved me out of pure goodwill. No, he's feeling bad that he killed all those people. As far as I know, but I cannot understand the intentions of the Holy Grail. I would like to say that you were chosen to be a master by chance, but I suspect fate had a hand in this. Fate, stay night? Fate, other night. So say stay night though. The Grail might want you to atone for Emi Kirisuga's sin of denying its power, but my father denied the Holy Grail? It is right, your father came to this town to obtain it. His sole purpose was to obtain the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail answered his pure wish, and maybe the Holy Grail thought he would be a fit owner. But Emiya Kirisuga betrayed the Holy Grail. He destroyed the Holy Grail at the very end. To end the Holy Grail War, he betrayed the Holy Grail, which placed expectations on him and his long-standing desires. He destroyed the Holy Grail? If that's true, the Holy Grail certainly would not approve of Emiya Kirisuga, but he wasn't mistaken. A Holy Grail that grants any wish made you kill each other to obtain it. The Holy Grail is the cause of the conflict. The father did not betray anyone when he destroyed the Holy Grail. He ended the Holy Grail War as a superhero who was admired. He killed all those people, actually. He didn't betray anyone. Kirisuga destroyed the Holy Grail, probably because he thought there's no need for it, because Kirisuga did not betray anything. It seems you do not know what Kirisuga was like before. Right, there's a point to it, but I shall tell you the true identity of Emiya Kirisuga. The true identity? The priest smiles. It is an ominous smile, someone intoxicated with delight. He stands. Emiya Kirisuga. He was a major unrelated to the Holy Grail War. He destroyed desire and objectives, and sought the Holy Grail as a result. A miracle he could not make for true himself. An ideal he could not implement with mere human power. He could not cast away his immature death. It should have been given up, and that is why he sought the Holy Grail to make his wish come true. I do not know where he heard about the Holy Grail War. It might have been that someone else deemed him worthy, but I do not care about how it happened. Either way, Emiya Kirisuga was hired as a master. He was named the greatest mages by the Ensbans, the family of Meiji that is the cause of this ritual. Having learned from the previous 3 wars, the Ensbans family sought a master specialized in battle. The magic of the Ensbans family is not suitable for battle. Therefore, they put their trust in Kirisugu, a strong mages who do not belong to the Magic Association. They taught him about the Holy Grail, gave him power as a master, and gave him a woman to produce a successor who would be most suited to combat. Produce a successor who would be most suited to combat. Is Ilya my... No, not my. Is Ilya like the stepsister person? Is this what that means? He would be formally accepted into the Ensband family if he obtained the Holy Grail. It was like accepting a commoner into a noble family. The Ensbands treated Kirisugu exceptionally, and it is easy to imagine how much trust they had in Kirisugu. When Kirisugu answered that trust, Kirisugu defeated many masters in the previous Holy Grail War. I am the only one who survived after fighting him. Everyone else was killed for sure. He was besides careful, brutal, cruel. He showed no pity for his enemies. Once the decision was made, he killed a servant, let the master beg for help while crawling on the floor, and ruthlessly shot him in the head. He showed no emotion even after killing, neither the supremacy or his strength nor guilt in killing the weak. In short, he was a machine. He did not have any emotions to begin with. There was no space for his human emotions to enter. But my father was a machine? Beep boop. Yes, he killed. He did not think like you, and not about not involving innocent people. He thoroughly attacked his enemy's weakness, allowing no chance to counterattack. He used the enemy's family as a shield and their friends as their shackles to win the war. Yes, if Kirisugu were in this war, he would be the master you would hate the most. If being heartless is evil, he would be the greatest evil of all. What? Are you not satisfied? I understand, Emu. Kirisugu is not a machine. He threw away his personal feelings for his goals. It was both his strength and his weakness to cast off his emotions through his own will, without even using self-suggestion. It would have been easy to prepare another cold-hearted personality in him, but he must have believed such a person would not obtain the Holy Grail. He went so far, but that same weakness made him betray everything. The Ensbans entrusted their long-standing desire to Kirisugu. The Holy Grail appeared after 5 masters were defeated. It was a wish that no human could make come true. A wish Kirisugu desired. But he threw everything away at the last moment. That's the end of the last Holy Grail War. The true nature of the mages you call your father. The Holy Grail disappeared and the Holy Grail War ended. The Ensbans retreated after being betrayed by Kirisugu, and they spent 10 years preparing the next Holy Grail. Now that I think about it, they must have seen this Holy Grail War coming. The previous Holy Grail War ended without any results. Unused magic energy carries over to the next war. They must have known the next war would begin shortly. I can't accept Kotimin's story that Kirisugu was a cold-hearted master, and that noble family of Meiji had a connection to my father. There's no way I can accept it when it comes to so suddenly. All I can tell this was that Kotimin did not lie, and Kotimin, did you hate Kirisugu? The man before me, the one who was uninterested in everything, actually displays anger towards Kirisugu. Of course, we were at the opposite ends of the spectrum. We are natural enemies. Makuri and Ensbeth considered us the same kind, but we treated each other as natural enemies. Natural enemies. You were on guard against my father, like how he was on guard against you. No, we simply could not ignore each other. He was a saint beyond help. He could not forgive death, yet he killed to save other people. If one person needed to save 10, he would kill the sacrifice himself without a second thought. He was prepared to minimal sacrifices to make his dream a world where everyone could smile. That's a contradiction. A contradictory ideal is something I have as well, but we were not of the same kind. He lived for his ideal. He pursued his ideal until the moment he destroyed the Holy Grail. That is why he had pride in himself, allowing him to become a machine without hesitation. That is our similarity and our difference. He had an iron mind, unplagued by inner conflict. The reason he was never wounded was he was wounded from the start. He was an artificial brute, just as I was an artificial priest. He was wounded from the start, so that means Premise you believed in was wrong from the start. And are you saying you're different? You take wounds, and you're not already wounded. You're a normal human being that can be wounded if you get slashed at, right? Are you saying you're different from Kyosuke because you're a priest? People would not consider us to be the same if that were the case. People thought that we were similar in another aspect. Let's see, if you talk about similarity, being similar, you are more similar to him than I. You both have childlike ideals, playing on simplicity and shouldering the role of a criminal for the sake of that ideal. Turning yourselves into the greatest evil to eliminate all the small evils in this world. You and Kyosuke act like the saviors, we call anti-heroes. What is this anti-hero thing? It is what it sounds like. It is the opposite of a hero, an unforgivable murderer. Hey, that's just a villain. Are you making fun of me? Who am I? It seems you're misunderstanding me. I'm welcoming you. You're Kyosuke's son. Think about having your enemy's son come to you for help. It is such a complex feeling that you cannot decide whether to be happy or sad. The priest laughed silently. I don't know his true intentions, but he doesn't seem to be bored. Well, about the anti-hero, they are beings whose existence is evil, but their actions are good deeds according to the people. They are beings who people set up as saviors, even if they don't want to be. Those are the heroic spirits called the anti-heroes. An example of this world would be a sacrifice. Even if the sacrifice one is evil, he would become a hero if everyone in the village is saved because of that sacrifice, right? It would not matter to anyone whether the sacrifice was eaten or buried. If the one whom this disgrace was upon saves people, he would become a hero instead of a sinner. Is this like getting a high promotion for dying in combat? No, you are wrong. The important part is the minds of the people who set up the hero. A proper hero is created from respect and gratitude and feelings of guilt. You cannot become an anti-hero from gratitude or guilt. Well, humans forget their ugliness and substitute farce for tragedy. Heroes who died as evil will be treated as victims as time goes on, and they will not stay as pure evil. Correct. And heroes have to be both victims and assailants. They are created by the people, but are not part of humanity. It is that contradiction which allows them to be the enemy of the world, example of all the restraining forces of the world. But then there aren't many pure anti-heroes. They are something that does not exist. They are merely what people wish to exist. They are an ideal that humans have created. Sacrifices to deny the original sin. Just think of the anti-hero as one of the wishes that will never come true. A synonym for peace. In short, it is a naive dream that would never come true. You want to become a superhero like Kyosuke, right? Then you'll be a great anti-hero. How about it? Why don't you wish to become a hero when you obtain the Holy Grail? Hey now. A superhero is unlike a hero. I don't know what you're trying to say, but I won't fall for your cheap tricks. A superhero isn't like a hero? What makes him super then? What's the difference? What are you trying to achieve every hero? A superhero just does favors for everyone. Just odd jobs. Oh, how is it different? I don't know, it's just different, okay? And a hero is not something you try to be, but something you are at the end. I bet the only thing the Holy Grail can give me is powers beyond my position. I see. So you truly are a son of his. Even if not blood-related, you are hard-headed. You must be making fun of me as he's as smart as family. This guy hates my father, but he doesn't anger me because, well, he has yet to say anything bad about my father. Hey, wouldn't you have gone along with my father? I asked him when I realized this. Oh, why do you think so? For no reason, I just thought so. Then you're mistaken. I hate Emiya Kyosuke. We never even spoke. The one time we met, we tried to kill each other. I've already told you that we were the exact opposites. Our wishes, our questions, our different. A question by the one who does not have it shall not be answered by the one who does. His eyes tell me that is why that they would never have been able to get along. The one who does not have it, are you saying Kyosuke has something that you didn't have? Yes, I could not change my will itself for something I believed in. Well, we cannot be compared since our goals were different. Changing your will for something you believe in, is that like saving tens by killing one like you said earlier? You do not need to understand Emiya Kyosuke desires peace, isn't it simple? But it was too simple. With a complex world he had to reject the extra parts that could not fit into the perfect shape. But he could not tolerate that. He sought the perfect shape, but still wanted to save the extra parts. But that is a miracle exceeding human power. There is no such thing in a world without conflict. It took the Holy Grail to deny that fact. He chose the ideal, and after being faced with the fact that it was impossible, had no other choice but to rely on the Holy Grail. Just as the end of the man who was cornered by his own ideal. His dream was an impossible sorcery that could only be granted by something that does not exist, like the Holy Grail. A world without conflict. Did my father really believe in such a thing? He worked hard to become strong, but the more he matured, the more he was cornered by reality, but still, he still kept believing in his ideal, and in the end, attained the miracle-granting Holy Grail. Emir Kirisugi must have experienced many failures by that time. First of all, to seek the Holy Grail means knowing your wish is unobtainable by normal means. He once strayed far away from his ideal. My father still sought the Holy Grail. For his ideal, for everything he sacrificed. My father destroyed the Holy Grail. His wish was never granted, right? Correct. It was his own self that betrayed him in the end. In that instant, I began to feel anger towards him. To be honest, I did not mind his wish. I was interested in this peace that humans wish for. Isn't that the same for you as well? You were a priest after all, right? The priest nods, saying that a world without conflict is what everyone desires. But that is not my wish. First of all, I do not have such ordinary wishes. You don't have ordinary wishes? That's right. An ideal world is one that is the most comfortable. For Emir Kirisugi, it was a world without conflict. From the very beginning, his standards was different from mine. It is simple. It's a simple story. There is nothing that brings me happiness. It did not matter. Let it be believing in people or having people believe in me. What other people called happiness did not bring me any joy. He says this emotionlessly. He's not talking to me. It's almost like a monotone. Well, that is all. I answered your question. If Emir Kirisugi was a master, well enough. No, hold on. It's not just my father. I want to know about, about my preparations for the role of a master and about how I should go about fighting from now on. I bet you'll laugh and make fun of me if I ask something so stupid. I want to avoid that. In fact, I will avoid it. If you have any other questions, make it short. That took longer than I thought. No, there was something else I wanted to ask him about. Yeah, the Ensbones. Did I come here to the church because I wanted this question answered? Aren't you concerned about the Ensbones? I would think they would want to kill you since you are Kirisugi's son. Yeah, it's about that. First of all, who is this Ensbond? You said they are the cause of this Holy Grail or something. Holy Grail War or something. Yes, they are the cause. I told you that the Holy Grail War is a ritual, yes? If there's a ritual, it is natural for there to be a ritualist. There was some major 200 years ago who found out that there's a distortion in the ley lines of this land. They offered their secret techniques to each other to create the Holy Grail's activation circle. That was the start of the Holy Grail War. The three families involved in its creation and the legitimate owners of the Holy Grail. The ones that create the Holy Grail, the ones that devise the command spell which abuse the heroic spirit, the ones that offer the land and the techniques to bore a hole into the world. Ensbons, Makuri, and Tosaka. They are the three families that started it all, with language and history far surpassing ours. The Tosakas are the only ones from this land, but their fatherly mastery is at, Skenowen org. Well, if the master is the kind of person I hear it is ridiculous to group them according to race. So the Ensbons are the leading family of the Holy Grail War? In the past, yes, but they are only participants now that the Holy Grail summoning has failed and its ownership became uncertain. Now their role is to create the best of the Holy Grail. The same goes with the Tosakas and the Makuris. They are just families whose members have a higher likelihood of being chosen as masters. But the Holy Grail is what the Ensbon family proposed in the first place. Their family spans 1,000 years. A family that lasts for 1,000 years without spawning any branch families is rare. Do you understand, Emishiro? The Ensbon's family has only pursued the fulfillment of the Holy Grail for 1,000 years. And for 1,000 years they are crazy, continuing their deeds from that time when barbarism, such as mass murder, was allowed for the sake of recovering the Holy Ground. They're not fanatics, not obscene nor crazy. They just had the hopeless cross to enforce the meaningless. That is why the Ensbons made you beyond the domain of magic. They are monsters never straying from their path, always attempting to achieve a common goal. Normally such people die after a few decades. We cannot imagine their feelings of disgrace and frustration when they had to evade inviting invaders outside of their family. But their desire to complete the Holy Grail was stronger still. They repeated their mistakes for 100 years. It took them 300 years to accept the fact that they could not obtain the Holy Grail by themselves. And it took them about another 200 years to realize that they could not obtain it unless they used their own power. The Ensperns literally killed their emotions to cooperate with Makiri and Tosaka. As a result, their ownership of the Holy Grail was taken away, and they were reduced to mere participants in the war. They endured the disgrace, even going as far as contaminating their own bloodline by inviting in an outside mages, but unbelievably, Emi and Kyosuke betrayed them with the Holy Grail in front of them. That is the connection between Kyosuke and the Ensperns, and that is your connection with them. I see. Then it's natural for that girl to come after me. It's natural for them not to let their betrayed son go if he becomes a master. Do you understand now? Well, the masters are some sort of burden, but the obsession of the Makuris and the Ensperns families cannot be expressed in words. If the Makuri family have carried that burden for 500 years, the Ensperm family have carried theirs for 1,000. Who is the Makuri? Is that the one who summoned Casta? If anyone has the right to own the Holy Grail, it would be one of them. I might have lost for words. No man could stand against an obsession that has lasted for centuries. Do not be depressed, and Kyosuke did betray them, but you do not need to condemn him for it. To put it another way, he held to his belief, even if it meant opposing a 1,000-year-old apparition. He threw away everything for that purpose. Isn't that something to be proud of? People who accepted him, something he protected by opposing 1,000 years of history. I'm not buying everything the priest has told me, but if it really is true, if I'm to call myself my father's son, I have to follow my beliefs like he did. Are you gonna destroy the Holy Grail? What is it? Are you scared now that you've heard it 1,000 years? No, I chose to fight. No matter what the reason is, I don't care what the other masters think. I won't let something like the disaster 10 years ago happen again. I raise my head in determination. The priest nods, apparently satisfied. I can tell him. That is good enough. If that is your reason to fight, put your life on the line to do so. There'll be more victims the longer the war lasts. Risk your life like Kyosuke and lure your enemies, so he didn't tell him. You're saying what you want because it doesn't concern you. You're telling me to be bait. You have nothing else to risk, so it cannot be helped. While it is not entirely hopeless, you have no ability to detect other masters, but servants can detect other servants. If you have an excellent servant, you only need to wait. You need only wait. I turn my back to him. Something else I need to ask him. I kept Saber waiting, so I should be going back now. Hold on, let me ask you something. Do you know any healing magic? No, what about it? Well then bring any wounded people here. As a part of the church, I cannot overlook any victims. I can handle all the treatments unless they are beyond help. No, I won't do that. I stop. I'm surprised you can use healing magic. That's banned in the church, right? It is outside of our jurisdiction, but I've acquired it. I once had someone die in front of me. I was outside to study it, and it seemed I'm more compatible with it than I thought. Oh, but I will ask for compensation. If I'm to heal you, I have to be fair as a supervisor. I refuse. I wouldn't come to you for help, even if my life depends on it. Okay. I turn away, and this time I really do leave. Is that how he saved himself? Status and weapons. What weapons got updated? Berserker? Oh yeah, my status menu's empty now. Yeah, instincts. Yep. Do. Oh, you have your full lore here. So Sakaran. Rider. Haven't seen Rider yet, I guess. Berserker. Do. Ilias runs Ensban. Let's go to Ilia and see her Berserker and say, hello, Berserker. I leave the church. Saber must have been waiting undercover. She appears as soon as I come through the door. Hello, Saber. Are you done with your inquiries, Shiro? I guess so. Yeah, I heard about my father and what kind of relationship he had with the Ensburn family. He also warned me about what I should do. He's more talkative than he looks. He recommended a lot of things to me. And that piece was cooperative? I don't know what's wrong, but Saber's bewildered. Shiro, what is wrong? Did he ask for something in compensation? Why did you not call for me? You said you would call for me if there was any danger. I must have a strange expression because Saber draws near and peers at my face. Yes, the danger, what's the danger? So what did he do to you, Shiro? Your wound is not healed yet. You should know something like last night could happen again if you let your guard down. Saber draws even closer. I didn't take healing magic from him. Please show me your wound, Shiro. I'm partly responsible for it. I cannot let you die without telling my debts. I have not helped you as a servant yet. I cannot allow our contract to end like this. Saber reaches for my shirt as if to rip it off. She doesn't look scary at all, but rather... Oh crap, I was trying to hold it in, but my laughter spills out. Shiro, her hand stops. She realizes what I've been trying to suppress and glares at me. Shiro, it is not good to enjoy someone else's confusion. The protest is so entertaining that it brings a smile to my face. Okay, let's go to the Ensburn mansion, which I don't know where that is. Ilya. Not Ilya, Saber. Emir Shiro, not Emir Shiro, Kyosuke Shiro was staying here, right? So you probably know where the Ensburn mansion is, right? Q, I'm sorry, I was just surprised because you were in such a panic. It was unfortunate. It's a fortunate misunderstanding or something like that. A fortunate misunderstanding, I feel some hidden meaning in that. Are you going to explain to me what it means? I must have hit a nerve because she gets even more emotional. Saber's like the class president type. She seriously gets mad when I do something stupid, and since she's serious, her real character appears. What are you smiling for? Is it that funny that I misunderstood your condition? I'm sorry, to be honest, I'm just happy. You're really energetic right now. Is that so? There's nothing wrong with my condition, but what about it? No, that's not what I'm talking about. It's just that this is the first time I've seen your real personality. I'm glad I can see that you're a girl. What does that mean? What? Saber jumps back. Yeah, kill Saber. What are you saying? The gender of the servant does not matter. We had to fight, so please do not get happy or such a thing. Yeah, don't get happy. This is the Iliad of that person. That's not as important. She glowers at me, probably because she's mad or astonished. But somehow, I don't feel bad and I'm just still smiling. Zark was like evil or something. She had like the interlude thing. And even though she's a servant, she's a human as she appears. And like, in the opening, she was like evil as well. I don't know what's up with that. She was like, I forgot how she was wearing. She was like red or black, it's one of those two. I don't know, so she's definitely got something going on with her. Even though she's a servant, she's as human as she appears. I don't know what the other servants are, but the girl I made a contract with is not familiar. It's not just a familiar that only knows combat. She said she has not helped me yet. She saved me from Lanza and she tried to let me escape from Berserker. She saved my life twice, but she still thinks she hasn't helped me yet. Well, technically you saved her life from Berserker. And whether she's good-natured or just a perfectionist. What does that look? Even if you are my master, there are some remarks I cannot ignore. I have appropriate plans if you say anything more. Alright, I understand, so don't get too mad. I'm just saying I'm glad you're the one I made a contract with. What are you saying? I was only summoned by you. I did not have to make a contract with you out of choice. You're the one who chose me. Not really. It was only an accident though, yeah. That's what I regret. I want to make the conscious choice to choose you. How did I summon you without doing the ritual? Reasons. I held out my right hand. This is something I wasn't able to do at the very beginning, like so if I was sheathed inside of me. I have to make the, even Tosaka did the ritual, even though, Archer has, like, her pendant. I have to make the promise I should have made before, Shiro. This is a bit late, but can I? This is the only way I know how. What promise am I making? Without a word, Saber walks over to me and shakes my hand. I send her fingers. I feel her warmth through my hand. Will you fight with me from now on? I need your help, Saber. My oath will not change. I was summoned to be a sword. Okay. and we both need each other's help. I will borrow your strength to obtain the Holy Grail. If you trust me, I will do my best to live up to that trust. Oh, you want to fight this time? Okay. Don't you like reject it normally? Like in the Saber, you're like, no, you can't fight. Her hand is warm. The hesitation within me disappears without a trace. It has been half a day since the night it all began. I'm able to realize that she is my ally who will fight alongside me. We wait until nightfall to go into the city. After some discussion, that is what we decided. Scotty said I can't sense other masters. Saber is the only one who can sense other enemies, and even then, she's only able to sense nearby servants. So naturally our plan is to walk around and find information. It's like counting on luck, but it's risky but certain, according to Saber. Matches are going to be holed up at their hideouts all the time, aren't going to be. If the Holy Grail War is a race, you have to do something to get ahead of the competition. Honestly, we'll probably teach to Osaka, because in the last route when we went allied to Osaka, she went to hunt Caster down, and she was kind of on the roof and stuff. That means the servants search for enemies' hideouts while the master uses magic to set up traps. We could use that to our advantage. Lots of magic energy will be needed if either one does something. Even though I can't sense the Meiji, I can detect the lingering traces of their power. If we patrol the city looking for that, I'm sure we'll find something, some other sign of the masters. This is information I'll be getting by using myself as bait. I know the method besides being bait. Just like Kotimin said, we'll start the patrols tonight. Saber told me to stay at the house, but I refused, saying I would go with her. After a long, unproductive talk. Alright, but please promise you will always be with me. Can you swear not to go outside by yourself tonight? I will go outside by myself. I'll get mind control to gain my caster. Saber finally accepted my point of view. Alright, I probably will get mind controlled actually. Well, our course of action is decided, but there are two more problems. Sure, I haven't explained to you before, but I cannot afford to use too much magic energy, especially if we plan to patrol tonight. Did Sakura tell you to stay at home for the next couple days? Whatever. Yeah, you're going to sleep as much as you can, so you can preserve magic energy, right? Since I can't provide you with the magic energy, you have to maintain your body yourself. So you said the weekend, so this is like Saturday, and then tomorrow's Sunday, and I'm ignoring her. So say you can regenerate 8 units of magic energy per day, and you need 6 units to sustain yourself daily. That exceeds 2 units. Is that what we can save up each day? And if you can save well, you could use about 10 units during a battle, right? It is true, as long as I'm not wounded or my armor does not become damaged, but against our experience of such ranks, that is not likely. To put it into your terms, I use about 50 units against Lancer and about 200 against Berserker. So was pierced by Lancer and her stomach was slashed by Berserker. It makes sense for her to use a lot of magic energy to heal those wounds. It makes sense, but I did not use that much magic energy to heal myself. I used it to preserve the armor that was destroyed, restore the armor. Most of my magic energy is fixed on protecting me. That's how it is according to her. So your armor is part of your body, right? So maintaining your armor and your body is the same thing. You have your armor off right now to preserve your magic energy, right? Yes, but things like this should not be necessary for other servants. I can only disarm myself since I cannot turn into the spirit form. But servants such as Archer and Lancer can become spirits to reduce the burden on their master. I see. Oh, I guess this is good enough. I'm making lunch so we can eat at the park thing again. Oh look, this is where the fire took place. Do you remember the fire? I remember the fire where everyone died. I'm so used to death because one day everyone died. It's like 10 years ago. Sure, it is helpful that you are preparing our meal, but do you not think it is easing the tension? No, I don't think so. I don't, but it is true my sense of urgency disappeared. I was surprised when Saber told me about her condition after our strategy meeting. Also, as I don't Provide her magical energy. She has her hands full with maintaining her body. I tried to change that course of action, saying that it should be impossible for her to fight in that condition, but... Hey Saber, let me ask you again, but how much magical energy do you have right now? In your terms, I have about 1,000 units, so it's something ridiculous like that. She said she spends about 200 against Berserker, but she still has that much magical energy remaining, but she says it's not full. It's scary to think how much magical energy she would have had with a proper master. So how much do you gain if it's not 10? Capacity is way beyond human, and I stopped stupidly thinking of how many times more of my magical energy it would take to fill her up. I finally understand why Tasaka called Saber the most superior servant. Of course I'm not nervous anymore. There's nothing to worry about if you had that much magical energy, and we only have to face 6 enemies. That is only if I am to fight them. I told you earlier, but using Normal Phantasma takes a lot of magical energy. It is hard to use my Normal Phantasma in my current state. Therefore, I must save up as much magical energy as I can. Saber's mad. I can't tell if she's mad at me for being a burden, or because I'm keeping her here, or when she has to sleep. I understand. Your magical energy is important, but so is food, right? I used leftovers for lunch, so please eat a proper meal for dinner. You can sleep after you rest. Oh, you're going to sleep now? Alright, I do not need to use one of Phantasma lightly. We shall talk about this later, and you have a better understanding of what servants are. Saber says this in a dissatisfied manner and takes a seat. I thought we were going to town. Good, she might complain, but she always listens to me. The problem of conserving magical energy is settled now. In the first place, it's not something we can do anything about, and the only way to help ourselves is to get a better understanding of our current situation, so... But Shiro, you said you have 2 problems. What is the other problem? Oh, it comes soon. Please do as I say. I cut some radishes and put them into the swordspan. Saber tilts her head in confusion. There. I'm home. Are you cooking, Shiro? Excuse me, senpai. I hear the usual voices from the entrance. Hello, Sakura. Hello, Tiger. Sakura, you're right. I am in fact a master. You can tell, can't you? I have Saber now. I also saw my rude bark thing. The silence is painful. So natural, Fuji and Sakura are confused and they're looking at me for an explanation. This is Saber. She's going to be staying at our house tonight today. Please give her your best regards. Give me 10 minutes of my explanation to them. The lack of, protest feels awkward. I want to take some of my tea, but I feel like the sound of the echo throughout the rooms, so the hot tea sits there untouched. But sitting there won't solve anything. I have to move forward with courage. We can't turn her away. She came here for my father. She won't be staying long. She's only here for sightseeing. Also, she'll be staying in a separate building, so it won't be a problem. Yeah, sure. Separate building. The silence continues. By the way, I can understand why Sakura and Fujin are quiet, but why is Saber looking so surprised? She's an acquaintance of Kurosuke-san, it can't be helped. I heard he had some relatives overseas, so it was Saber-san. She seems reliable, so I have no objections. Fujimura's sensei, that's... I'm sorry, I understand how you feel, but this is Kurosuke-san's house. It would be shameful for us Japanese to throw out a foreigner. We came here to relying on us, right? It's been getting dangerous lately, so we can't just throw this cute girl out on the streets. That's true, but is this okay with you, senpai? It's not okay. Yeah, this is what I intended. I'm going to have Saber stay here for a while. Are you against it, Sakura? I'm against it. No, I do not mind if an acquaintance of yours stays here, but Saber is. Yeah, Saber is Saber. Oh, it's a strange name, right? She's not like her name suggests, but I guarantee she's a good person. She might sound strange since she's not used to Japan, but it really helped me out if you help her out, Sakura. Alright, if you're fine with it, then I am too. Alright, Sakura. Cuffs. Is she nervous because Saber's a foreigner? He's like a little person. Sakura nods while looking away from her. Cool. HF, that's what it says on the icon with Sakura. So it's dinner time. Heavens feel. I put extra effort into dinner to welcome Saban to make up for lunch. I began preparing a minced bontio salad, then fried chicken with a zesty spring onion sauce. A classic meat and potato stew. The top roll off a variety of tempura, including shrimp. Went to allow on this meal, but to the point that the variety of the dishes is outright sinful, but it's not popular with the main guests and my pupil. Wow, what is this tempura? Juicy and delicious? Don't begin to describe it. What do you think, Shiro? I have a better opinion of shrimp now. Well, it's all good since Fujini is enjoying it. For the four of us. Alright. Dinner ends without trouble thanks to her. I don't know what happened, but Fujini gives some of her food to Saber. I guess Fujini likes Saber because she is quiet. Saber and Fujini left to prepare Saber's room. Saber and Fujini, I think I said Sakura by a mistake. Sakura and I clean up after dinner. There's nothing wrong with that because it's part of the usual chores. I'll wash the dishes, so can you clean the table? Oh, you don't have to throw away the tempura oil. Can you put a lid on it and store it? It's heavy, can you handle it? Oh yes, I'm stronger than I look, you know. She picks up the pot of oil. Good. So since she does archery, I don't need to worry. Well, archery isn't all about strength either. I'll wash the dishes then. There's less towels here, senpai. The paper towel roll is empty and the plates are moved around. Oh, what? Let's see. Oh, you're right. Is someone breaking? I don't think there's any robbers that only steal towels. Why, there's no robber. Then plates have been moving around. Paper towels are gone. Some towels are missing. According to these clues, oh that's right, Asaka was here. I remember now. Asaka was the one who treated me after that incident with Berserker. I'm pretty sure that she used the paper towels by tree, but did you say that out loud? Senpai, do you mean Tasaka senpai? Yeah, I had her come in. I had a stupid accident and hurt myself. Tasaka just happened to pass by and she kindly treated me. As expected from my school's honest student, right? You're so full of affection. I didn't mean the last half, of course. My school's proud honest student died last night. It's highly regrettable, but the image of Tasaka as an honest student died inside of me. Oh, why? Why did Chisaka senpai come here? That's strange. She has nothing to do with this place. I'm here and she has no connection with senpai, so why? I don't know. She was just walking by, as I said. Well, that's not true, actually. She specifically came to my house after I almost died at the school. Well, I did die, I guess. Sakura hangs her head and tries to control herself. Well, I guess he doesn't know that Sakura did it, because he only realized that in the second route after he saw the appendant in Sakura's room. I'm not lost for words. This situation event. She hugs herself tightly as if enduring some uneasiness. Ah, night? Oh, I'm going out. The lights disappear. It's 11 o'clock. We wait until the town fell asleep before we went outside. Oh shit, are we going to the center of town? We're going at night? Sakura stayed in a train after dinner's cleanup. If anything gets worse, she lost all her energy and was absent-minded as if she had a fever. And on top of that, she didn't want me to walk her home, so... Is that a visual bug I'm seeing? So Fushini had to take a... not visual bug, just like pixels. Or are you planning to go to the other town? It seems like that other master is over there. Come think of it, Sakura was acting strange the day before yesterday as well. She looked downcast and seemed afraid of something. Shiro, are you listening, Shiro? I'm not. Shiro, I'm asking you what we should do tonight. Huh? I raised my head in surprise. Hello, Saber. Saber's right in front of me looking angry. That's cool. Sorry, I was spacing out. You asked me what we should do, right? We should go find Ilya. In that case, I would need not to repeat myself. There is a slight distortion of the ley lines in both towns. I'm certain that the masters are doing something. We may be able to defeat one tonight depending on where we go. So you're saying we might fight a master all of a sudden. But what if it turns out to be that girl? You can't be Berserker, right? Master, I am in a perfect condition right now. Even though I do not receive any magic energy supply, I will not easily lose. I don't know about that. You overestimate your capabilities as always, Saber. Well, as we cannot do against Ilias feels is As we cannot go against Lady Seville is retreat. We do not know their phantasma, so we cannot use our own yet. What we can do against Lady Seville is retreat, yeah. I don't know why I said that so incorrectly. The only one Saber is cautious of is Berserker. She does not talk about other possibilities such as when we might encounter Tasaka. Something is here, right? For Saber, Tasaka is merely an enemy she must defeat, but to me, messages of people we have to stop and not kill. Saber, let me confirm, we will stop when the Masters and 7 surrender. Perhaps to make them use up their command spells, they won't be a master anymore, is that okay? That is good, but sure, if the enemy does not accept our position then, yeah, then we'll follow the rules of the Holy Grail War. They should be ready for it, if they're fighting as masters. We start descending the hill. We can patrol this town or Shinto. Tonight we will... Oh, I'll actually give a little thingy so I know where the third route starts. Yeah, okay. Secure the neighborhood or go to Shinto. Where's Elia Seville? Is she in Shinto? I don't think so. We'll search this town tonight. This town feels strange recently, so let's investigate here before something happens. I feel the same way. There are no obvious abnormalities, but I'm sure we will find some clues if we search thoroughly. I think there's like a forest near the town. Yeah, we'll look around the residential area over here first. We'll go down to the intersection. After that, patrol the other side of the town. If we can't find anything wrong, we can go to Shinto to look for some clues. We patrol the residential district and make our way to the intersection. There wasn't anything wrong with the last side of town. We now go to the hill with the western style houses and even go as far as the Rito Temple. Huh? Oh wait, who screamed? A sudden chill runs down my spine. Saber, this is... She must have felt it more clearly as she looks up towards Shinto. The first step starts to fade, but I'm sure I heard a scream and a strong wave of magical energy. I knew it. This is what I hoped would happen. So why was my mind paralyzed? I was prepared to fight. After I almost died, my hesitation vanished, but now my body would not move and my head would not give any orders. It's probably too sudden. I didn't expect to find it on the first day. That's why I can't move. I'm used to getting attacked, but I'm not used to doing the attacking. How stupid of me. Finally being killed, but I never thought that I might have to do it myself. The scream has stopped. The presence is fading. I do not know what happened, but the victim will not live long. That erases everything. The numbness throughout my body disappears. The fear that might kill is overridden by the fear that I might let someone die. I'm sorry, Saber. I apologize for my cowardness and start running at full speed. We run to the origin of the scream, where we will fight someone to the death. I'm not prepared at all. My limbs are shaking. It's a normal reaction. The fear will always be there as long as I don't desire the Holy Grail and lack the will to fight. Hopefully it's Ilya. Actually, not Ilya screaming. If she is screaming, I can help her. I'm a big damn idiot. That's right. If I have a reason to fight, I must believe in it. If my enemies are arming their minds with the desires for the Holy Grail, I must defeat this fear with the desire to stop all conflicts. Haha, I went to the park. The magic energy emitted is strong and ominous. It's like oil polluting a clean stream. Even I can feel energy this thick. Saber stops. She has analyzed the situation before me. Blood. What? My body trembles. My head loses its cool and fills with disgust and hatred. It's like seeing vampires in stories. A woman in black has a mouth on an unconscious woman's neck. The dripping blood is excessively fresh. That thing is eating a human being. I don't mean that's eating the human flesh. The woman in black is sucking out what's inside that woman. The things like her mind and her memory. The unconscious woman does not move at all. Her skin is like grave masks. She looks like she's been turned into a doll. Is this Sakura? Her throat can't move. It's just not that I'm surprised. The vampiric woman is a servant. My eyes focus behind her on the clear figure that is watching over the woman in black. Shinji. Oh, it's Ryder. Oh wow, it's Emiya. This is amazing. It's almost one of your strong points for your luck to be this bad. Shinji, my mind is numb. I can't grasp the situation. I can't make the correct decision. Why is he here? Why is that book in his hand? What can he laugh about when there's a woman that's about to die? Why is such a ridiculous thing taking place before my eyes? Hey, why are you frozen like that? You came here because you sensed a servant, right? Then do what you came to do. I staged this scenario so that even an idiot like you would understand. He doesn't sound like Shinji I know. His voice is high-pitched. Just hearing it makes me uncomfortable. Did you kill her? I clench my fist. I don't even take notice of the servant standing right there before me. My mind is frozen. I should be fleeing in terror from this inhumanly powerful being, but I feel no fear. My mind is about to explode. Saber can kill her. What? Are you stupid? Humans are what servants feed on. This is my only option. Well, I can't help it since she says she can only feed on live people. We have to keep feeding them magic energy to maintain them. I bet you're also looking for handy prey, right? I don't know what's funny, but Shinji laughs. Hello, Ryder. The woman, someone in black, does not move. She's like a trained war dog. She will not move on her own. Like a puppet, she will not move without orders from her master, but she turns into a murderous devil once the order is given. Get out of my sight. I say this with a hound in front of me. There's no time to wait. That woman might survive if I hurry. What do you mean by that? Are you talking to me? I refuse. Come on if you want some leftovers. That's your familiar, right? Shinji. Come on, let's make them fight. I did this so that I could see a fight between servants. You're a master, right? But all you're doing is trembling in fear. You're just like that woman there. So you have no intention of withdrawing? Man, you're persistent. Come and make me. Well... It won't matter even if you just stand there and cower. I'm gonna hurt you either way. Shinji's eyes light up with hatred. That must have been the order as the servant in black jumps forward and... Stay back, Shiro. Okay. Saber moves to meet the attack of the servant in black. The two shadows collide. Having armed herself immediately, Saber uses her invisible sword against her opponent. The sound of clashing steel rings out. Saber lays herself firmly on the ground, in contrast to the servant in black who runs through the park. Saber can knock you over the speed and goes into defense. A log captures behind her, the enemy closes in as if to corner the slow enemy. Man, she's really like a stone statue, so a servant of a third rank rages to the third class as well. Standing away from the fight just like me, Shinji laughs. I don't know how I became a master, but it seems he's not very talented as a mages. Shinji does not provide a magical cell with any support, and he must become a master like chance just like me. Saber blocks another attack and stops. She looks troubled. She glares in irritation at her lightning fast enemy. Go ahead and finish her, Ryder. We followed grandfather's orders. It doesn't even matter if you kill Emiya's sheriff servant. The black shadow speeds up. The servant in black follows her master's orders. She speeds up to cut Saber's neck and... Your grandfather told you to do this? And it's sliced in half. Well, bye, Ryder. The match is decided in an instant. Saber's sword cuts Ryder's body and the servant in black is blown away. It was like hitting a sandbag with a bat. Saber is better and the blown sandbag is Ryder, of course. I'm sorry, Shinji. What? The mood changes. Shinji blanks steadily at Ryder, who's wounded. Oh, I thought she died. No way. I blankly stare at Saber, who puts away her sword disinterestedly. What are you doing? He scorns his servant. Shinji yells without running to his servant, who has her belly sliced open. Who allowed you to get beaten? I can't believe this. You're going against my orders. I became your master, so you can't get beat by Emiya's servant. Ryder's strenuously raises her body in a pool of her own blood, but she cannot get up. Her wound is fatal. Even though she's a servant, she will die if she's not treated soon. Get up and fight, you corpse. You're not alive, so we shouldn't matter. Hey, why are you so slow, you piece of shit? And you're harassing me. You're making me I'm the weaker one. Shinji curses Maida, but Saber is unable to bear it. Blame yourself before you blame Maida. No matter how great her experience may be, it cannot fight to its full potential if it does not have an appropriate master. You idiot, I'm telling you to get up. Your role is to protect your master. If you can't win, use your life to stop them. It is meanness as well. You cannot heal Maida even if you use a command spell. Even if you move Maida using your command spell, she will not serve as a shield against me. You can't heal her with a command spell? I don't know, I don't know that's a thing. It's over, Maida's master. I do not wish to ask, but I shall follow my master's orders and ask for you to surrender. Will you revoke your command spell and admit your defeat? Shut up, don't you dare order me, you monster. Get up, Maida, I'm your master. You're my dog, so listen to your master. Sparks are flying around. It must be because she cannot follow Shinji's orders, as a pallid electricity charges are tormenting her. What a vicious cycle. Maida cannot fight anymore, but Shinji is condemning her for not being able to get up, despite the fact that her injuries are getting worse and her life is draining away. Saber reaches out for Shinji. Yeah, get up and move, Maida. If you're going to die, at least take her with you. Maida reacts to Shinji's words. Maida's body moves to follow that order that has her death as its premise. But then, enough. It seems I was tossing pearls before the swine, Shinji. The voice of an old man interrupts. Huh? Sound of crackling flames. Well, my book is burning. Shinji's book is burning. Yeah, you say that. Why, damn, get out of here. Why is my book burning? The frantically, uh, the, fa the f- frantically beats at the fire, but it does no good. He frantically beats at the fire, not the frantically. Uh, the, the book turns to ash, and at the same time, fire disappears. Okay. I don't expect much of you, but this is worse than I thought. I gave you a chance since you are my grandson, but I cannot help but forsake you. Where was he hiding? An old man, Mato Zokin, appears out of the darkness of the night. Good grandfather, was that you? You must could it be by me. You almost killed your servant. Did you quickly sack my successor? Then why did you get in my way? I just have to win, right? I'm the successor of the Mato family, and you couldn't be beat up by a guy like this. Shouldn't you run to the old man as if to cling to him? As he has lost Ryder, his grandfather must be the only person he can rely on, but... Fool, I did not expect a victory from a failure like you. What I was expecting was enough pride to challenge others in spite of your powerlessness, but you failed miserably. You disgraced the name of, Macquarie. You and your father are both disgraced to our family. Oh, you guys are Macquarie. But you call each other Matos. You fool. You're far worse. You could for nothing father, left an even more worthless son. I did not mind since I had some hopes for you, but you spoiled not only our family blood, but your spirit as well. The Mato bloodline ends with your generation. See, you're calling it Mato, but you're Macquaries? The old man turns away from Shinji in disgust and walks towards us. Saber retreats. She must have felt something ominous in the old man. Oh, I see. No wonder Ryder was defeated. I presume you are a famed heroic spirit. I do not think heroic spirit as great as you were ever summoned. Well, it seems like my life will end here. No matter how pitiful he may be, he's still my grandson. I have to save him. Even if it means my death, no compassion towards family members can be a dangerous thing. I'm surprised. It seems the old man steps forward to give Shinji a chance to escape. Masato Zokin must be confronting Saber so that he can protect Shinji, the one seized with fear behind him. Leave quickly, your book of contract is burnt up, and you're no longer a master. They should not attack you again if you make it out of here alive. Live the rest of your life as meaninglessly as your father did. Shinji glares at the old man as he retreats. Saber does not go after him. She must not see no point in going after Shinji, who is not her master anymore. Shinji crawls away, and when he gets to the edge of the park, he turns around once and runs off like crazy. Well, I guess he can't do that school thing anymore, because he doesn't have Ryder. My stomach turns sour. I smell rotten meat from somewhere. Oh, so you let him go. I see. Consider an insignificant weakling would only dirty your sword. Saber stands like a statue, her eyes locked with his. It seems like she's protected me from his gaze. Can you back away, Saber? I know this old man. I want to talk to him. No, this man is not human. You should not have anything to tell him, nor should you have anything to hear from him. I know, but I still have something I need to ask him. Please, so this will be quick. You can decide whether to fight him or not after we talk. Saber pulls her back a bit. She does not back her, but she gives me the chance to talk to the old man. I'm sorry. So how are you going to explain this? What? You're quite the rude one demanding explanations of to me. I do not mind questions, but I will not be able to answer if I do not understand what you're asking me about. It's about Shinji. Why is he a master? It seems like you made him into one. What's going on? Oh, is that what you want to ask me? I do not even need to answer a question like that. As you say, I'm the one who chose him as a master. It's been a long time since I retired, as you can see. As I cannot fight, I gave the stage to my grandson. You made him a master, that means... Yes, it is like you... It is like you, successor of Emiya. I found out that the Holy Grail would appear and I let my grandson make a contract with a servant. You are of the lowest seat in a family of Meiji. You should understand me wanting to entrust my dream to my apprentice. Then what? Meiji became master? So that means Shinji knows magic and his family is a family of Meiji. Meiji, are you saying the Mato family is a family of Meiji? You didn't know? The families of Mato and Tosaka live in this land. The top bloodline has died out. The Tosaka family has the right of this land. The Mato family is living clinging onto its former right. Tosaka also knows that the Mato family is a family of Meiji. Of course, we were all once allies. We have been enemies ever since the ritual became violent, but we are still colleagues with a shared ambition. We are friends outside of the Holy Grail War. Oh, that girl has succeeded him, huh? I have been away for 10 years, so I do not know how the talent his apprentice is. Tosaka? Yeah. He laughs. I don't know what kind of feelings he has for the Tosaka family, but Matazokan laughs happily. You said that the Tosaka families are allies, right? Then, has the Mata family been here since the very first Holy Grail War? Yes, we were formerly called Makuri. We came here to this country with the name Mato, but it seems that was mistaken. The land here does not suit us. Our bloodline has grown thin in the past 200 years, and you have seen the failure we now have for a successor. Mato. They are actually called Makuri. Shinji is from a family Meiji than Sakura is. Oh, it's just a play on words. It is hard to hide identity, but we cannot use just anything. Even our false name has to be tied to our real name. I don't care about that. There's only one question that matters now. Then, is Sakura a master like Shinji? That's a strange question. Sakura a master? Such a thing is not possible. It seems your father has not taught you anything. It's not possible. Does that mean Sakura has no talent? The problem goes far deeper than that. First of all, Meiji families only have one inheritor. You only pass magic to the inheritors unless you are a distinguished family. And instead of all that, you do not need two inheritors. We would have sent her out for adoption if our family had not died out, but nobody would take her since she lacks magical circuits. Then Sakura is... It should be obvious, since Shinji is a master, and she is now the successor, she does not even know that we are a family of Meiji. Well, I considered using her if her brother proved useless, but we're already lost. I want to involve someone who knows nothing of the Holy Grail War. I sigh with relief. That's good. I'm surprised the master family is a family of Meiji, and it's problematic that Shinji was a master, but I'm relieved to know that Sakura doesn't need to concern herself with such a murderous war. You said you guys already lost, then that means Shinji won't fight anymore. You're retired, and Sakura's nothing to do with the Holy Grail War, right? Correct, but I cannot promise that Shinji will not try anything. He is stubbornly determined to be a magus. The Mato blood has grown weak since we came to this country, and he's our last inheritor. To know that Mato family no longer have magical circuits. I don't know how he found out about our family's secret. He has the pride in being the chosen one, but he grew up knowing he was inferior. It is likely my fault for not being more strict with him, but his character is not something that can be easily corrected. He is beyond help, and cannot give up after such a crushing defeat. The old man starts shrinking. That was just an illusion. He was backing up silently. Anyway, Shinji lost. We have been eliminated from the Holy Grail, but Would you still kill this old man, Saber servant? Servant Saber? If what you say is true, there's no reason for me to fight. But there will be no next time if this is a lie. That goes the same for your successor. If he comes after my master again, I shall kill him without mercy. Understood. The old man disappears. What is this? Matter Zokin melts into the night just like when he appeared. All that's left is a rotten smell. I force down the feeling of nausea and pick up the unconscious woman. Let's go to the church, Saber. We'll still make it. You should be able to do something. No, he's going to ask for compensation. I know I shall take that woman. Oh, thanks, Saber. I let Saber carry the woman. There is no time to waste. Even though Saber is smaller, that means she's more powerful. I should let her handle this instead of trying to show off. But then he will know that we have Saber. I shall lead the way. Please stay behind me. Saber starts running. I run full speed after her, so I won't be left behind. Wow. 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 It's to die. Okay. The church is lit, even though it's midnight. Yeah, it took a lot of people. It took really long for anyone to die in the last group, but someone just died straight away. This one. Turns it up, even though it's midnight, I took the woman for Saber and entered the church alone. When I yelled for Kotimin, he came out quickly and retreated to the back with the unconscious woman. He said that this room was the only place he would be able to treat her. Phew, I sit down. I've done all I could do. Now it's up to Kotimin. I believe in him and wait. I keep waiting. I'm worried about Saber, who's waiting outside, but I can't leave. And I want to think by myself for a while. The Matafan was a family of Meiji. Shinji became a master and obtained a servant. Mato Zoken had a successor participate in the Holy Grail War, even though he lost his power as a magus. The Enthman family weren't the only ones obsessed with the Holy Grail. Makumi and Tosaka were the first place. The only ones who became a master are those who cling to the Holy Grail. Saber is no exception. The Enthman family has sought the Holy Grail for 1,000 years. Their persistence is not something I could do anything about. They could only be saved by the Holy Grail. I still don't really get their plan. Because if he won the Holy Grail War, was he like not supposed to wish anything and supposed to bring it to them? Like, what? My father went against them and destroyed it, but would I be able to pursue my wish to such lengths? Like the Ensbert and the Mikiri families, do you have the right to compete against those who have sought the Holy Grail for centuries? How surprising, I did say you could bring wounded people, but I did not think you would bring one on the same exact day. Kotamin. I raise my head. He doesn't look gloomy. Does he ever look gloomy? Then that must be the treatment was successful. Kotamin, how's the woman doing? She survived, but the rest is up to her. If you were an hour later, I would have had to see her as a priest. See, I'm sorry I troubled you. I'm glad you're awake. You're thanking me? Are you sick? I will listen if something is worrying with you. I'm worried about many things, and you're the cause of most of them. I'll pass on another long talk with you. Oh, so our conversation earlier was just a bother. I meant to give you a boost, but it only gives you more worries, huh? I should reflect on my actions as well. The priest shut his mouth looking regretful. It's not that I'm letting him get to me, but, the guy I know turned out to be a master. Not being able to verify myself, I just have to say it. The priest says nothing. He just nods. So of course you defeat the master, right? I nod in response to his short question. Then do not regret it. People cannot change the past. All we can do is accept our actions. If you still wish to be burdened with your sin, let it show in your future actions. It is your choice how to perceive something that has already happened. His words are plausible. The problem isn't that Shinji was a master, but that the Matter family of Meiji, or that the Matter family is a family of Meiji, or that the Enderman attentiously pursues the Holy Grail. The important thing is what I'm going to do from now on. Team up with Ilya Seville. I'm going home. Please take care of that woman. I get up to leave the church. Saber's waiting outside, but what about your compensation? There's no reason for me to stay if the woman is alright. Hold on, Emi Shiro, I should give you one piece of advice. What I told you I want to listen to your endless ramblings again. I'll be brief, but I do deserve some compensation for being asked to treat a woman so late at night. I can't object if you put it like that. I reluctantly turn around to see if the priest is right behind me. Oh, hello. It is something I forgot to tell you. The Ensburn family has endured for 1,000 years in pursuit of their one wish, yes. It is a serious matter now that I say it. It is natural for you to be overwhelmed. This is why I don't like this guy. He actually points out my doubts even if I haven't said anything. Shut up. Are you gonna bring that up again? No, I'm telling you that it is nothing to be concerned about. There's no need to view this as anything special. This war is just a common thing. The Holy Grail war is the materialization of our everyday life and people's happiness. There's no crime in participating. Everyone desires something, and people fight for what they want. That is what defines life. It is something that's shared by all, even if the scale of those actions is different. There isn't a person in this world who does not try to make his wish come true. The outcome, of course, is another matter. People may live to make their dreams come true, but some of them die before they reach their goals. There's an order to things. An appropriate accumulation of effort is needed to make your dreams come true. This is what people call life. The Holy Grail simply removes the need for that effort. It is merely a simplification of life. So there's nothing special about it? Some masters are just trying to reduce the journey undertaken during their lifetimes via the shortcut called the Holy Grail. Everything else is the same. It is human nature to paint over others' wishes with your own. The Holy Grail is not different from your life. Do as you please throughout this war and win. You say this cheerfully. There is no difference between a vulgar wish and a noble one. The qualities of the wish is irrelevant. I just need to trample over the wishes of others. I don't know if it's sarcasm or not, but he seriously says even an incompetent master like me is worthy to fight. That's not like you. Why are you suddenly worrying about others? Well, it is because our last talk was not helpful. I cannot call myself a priest if people come to me because they are worried, leave with even more doubts. Man, I bet Osaka would say he makes a lousy priest to start with. Don't worry about that. Bye, you fake priest. Yes, come again if you have not had enough. I snore and walk to the exit. I leave the church for some time, for sure this time. Yeah, you did the exact same thing this morning. Saber's waiting outside, covered in armor it seems. Okay. I think it'll be like this earlier too. To wait with the cold night without complaining. Master 7 must have this kind of relationship, but stays by my side because she is concerned about my safety. I believe I'll have to answer her with the best honesty I have. That woman's alright thanks to you, Saber. You don't need to thank me, it was you who tried to save her. I only abided by your decision. The expression is very gentle. Oh no, that's not true. You're the one who saved her. I wouldn't have made it in time by myself, and most of all, I think Saber let Mato Zoken go to save that woman. We would have fighted if we stopped that old man there, but she definitely would have died. Saber took that into consideration and let him go. Now what is it, Shiro? It seems you're smiling for no reason at all. Yes, my character's a bit weird. I have a reason. I'm glad you're that person I thought you were. Thank you, Saber, for going along with my unreasonable plan. What are you saying? I do not think your plan is an unreasonable one. Really? You seem to really lean it and optimistic. You look like you might not go along with the plan when the time came. Don't look that way. I only told you that my own judgment would take priority if you were in danger. How can you doubt me, Shiro? I will always doubt you, Saber. Saber frowns. I smile since her expression is totally different now. Shiro, seems I need to teach you some manners one of these days. Yes, please do that if there's a chance, but Saber, let's end this war for now. Shiro, I don't need the Holy Grail like you. I didn't need the Holy Grail like you. Before I just wanted to stop fighting and then give you the Holy Grail if you survive until the end. I wonder if an amateur like me was appropriate for you. I see then. What now? Tonight you experienced a battle you chose to start yourself and have your thoughts change. Not as a tool against the Holy Grail war, but I'll fight until the end for sure. I have no wish that I need the Holy Grail to grant, but I want to protect others like a superhero. I don't think my wish is inferior, so I have to fight against the wish of others, even if they are over 500 or 1,000 years old. I see, that is understandable. Then I shall swear again. I'll be your sword for as long as you are a worthy master. As long as you remain yourself, Shira, I will never betray your trust. I will not remain myself, then I'll become someone else. Oh yeah, I'll do my best, Saber. Her direct smile is embarrassing, so I look up. The winter chill makes the starry sky more beautiful. I'll never betray you. I look up at the night sky, a world apart from tonight's events. That's not true, she does betray me. The girl that waited for me in this cold weather said that, then I'll believe in myself, so that I can always be worthy of her trust, so that I'll be able to look back at my actions without regret. Alright, day change? Or are we going home first? Day change, okay. Omen. Okay. Uh, alright then. Alright.